The Chiefs just sent a serious message tonight. Final score, Kansas City 30, Detroit 7. And if you want a quick read on what that means, here it is. This was a statement win. Not a lucky bounce, not a one-off. It was a controlled, dominant performance on both sides of the ball, and it changed the tone for this team. I'm going to walk you through exactly why that matters, what went right, what still needs work, and what to watch next. But first, if you enjoy breakdowns like this, do me a favor. Hit subscribe so we can push to 5,000 subscribers, and drop a like on the video. Quick question to kick things off. Do you think Mahomes is the clear MVP frontrunner right now? Type yes or no and tell me one reason. I'll read the best replies. Patrick Mahomes was masterful tonight. 22 of 30 for 257 yards and 3 touchdowns, with a passer rating around 132. That's not just box score fluff. That's elite decision-making, on-time throws, quick reads, and when the pocket collapsed, he made plays with his legs, including a rushing touchdown that adds to his MVP case. This felt like vintage Mahomes, calm, precise, and decisive. The run game is trending the right way. Isaiah Pacheco ran with purpose. 12 carries for 51 yards. And while that doesn't jump off the stat sheet, his physical style set the tone and helped the offense control short yardage situations. Kareem Hunt showed flashes despite a lighter workload, and Mahomes' ability to pick up yards with his feet gives defenses another thing to account for. When you can force opponents to respect both the pass and the run, your play calling gets easier and your offense becomes harder to stop. Receivers. This group looked like the menu was open. Travis Kelce did the dirty work underneath, 6 catches for 78 yards, and those quick, reliable grabs kept drives alive. Hollywood Brown delivered the big plays and found the end zone twice, finishing with 4 catches for 45 yards and 2 TDs. Xavier Worthy's return continues to be massive. His speed forces defenses to give cushion or roll safeties deep, and that creates space for Kelce, Juju, and the underneath routes the Chiefs love to run. Worthy is creating gravity. He stretches the field the way the team needed. And the big upside, Rashid Rice is expected back next week. Think about that for a second. Add Rice, a yards-after-catch specialist who thrives in the middle and on short routes, to a receiving core that already has Worthy stretching the field and Kelce commanding attention, and defenses have to make impossible choices. That's not incremental improvement. That's a potential explosion. If Rice finds his rhythm, this offense could become legitimately scary. One more offensive note: tempo and balance. The Chiefs weren't one-dimensional tonight. They mixed quick RPOs, mid-level timing routes, and properly used the run to keep Detroit off balance. Mahomes got the ball out quickly when he needed to and took his shots when they were there. That kind of balance is what makes an offense sustainable across a full season. Now let's flip to defense and special teams. The Lions came in averaging over 35 points per game. And after an early drive where Detroit looked like they might control the pace, the Chiefs' defense made adjustments and clamped down. Steve Spagnuolo's crew tightened coverage, the linebackers filled gaps, and the pass rush found enough pressure moments to collapse passing lanes. Chris Jones had a late-game impact play that helped seal things, and that kind of leadership in big moments is invaluable. This defense showed resilience. They didn't panic after the first drive. They adjusted scheme-wise, played disciplined coverage, and forced Jared Goff into checkdowns. That's execution. It wasn't flawless. I want more consistent pressure from the front four. But holding one of the league's top-scoring offenses to 7 points is huge. It's the kind of performance that shows this unit can rise to the moment against elite, competition. But we can't ignore the concerns. Harrison Butker missed an extra point tonight, and that continues a troubling pattern. When your kicker is the highest paid at his position, reliability is the baseline expectation. Missed pats and inconsistent kickoffs are small things until they cost you a game. If Butker keeps slipping, the Chiefs should at least consider a competition to keep him sharp. I want your take. Would you bring in a kicker for competition if Butker keeps missing? Drop yes or no, and tell me why. The offensive line held its own given the adjustments they had to make with Simmons dealing with an off-field issue. But Mahomes was sacked 3 times. Against tougher defenses coming up, you don't want that number rising. Pass rush consistency on the other side is something to monitor as well. Chris Jones can win games, but you need more constant pressure from the whole unit. Okay, what does this win mean moving forward? Next up is a divisional game at Arrowhead against the Raiders. Division games are messy and emotional. They test depth, discipline, and the ability to execute in hostile environments. With Rashid Rice likely back, the Chiefs add another weapon to force defensive choices. That should open up the underneath game even more for Kelce and Juju and give Pacheco more room to work on RPOs and inside runs. If the Chiefs take care of business against the Raiders, that's a huge momentum swing. Division control is one of the clearest paths to home field advantage in the playoffs. Trends to watch: 1. Mahomes building an MVP case. 2. The run game becoming a reliable complement. And 3. Field stretchers returning to the lineup. Those 3 together create sustainable offense, not a one-night fluke. The concerns remain pass rush consistency, protection for Mahomes against elite fronts, and Butker's accuracy. Fix those, and this team is as dangerous as anyone in the AFC. Here's my short grade: elite but improvable. Ceiling? Very high. Sustainability? That's the question. Championship teams show consistency across offense, defense, and special teams. Tonight showed the Chiefs can dominate a complete offense, but the follow-up games will tell us whether this was the start of a trend or an isolated peak. Before I wrap up, I want one bold, one-sentence prediction from you in the comments. Will the Chiefs hit 12+ wins this season? Will Mahomes win MVP? Type your bold prediction, and I'll react to the best ones in the next video. Also, quick community poll. Will the Chiefs finish the season as the #1 seed in the AFC? Type yes or no, and give one sentence why. If you like this breakdown, hit subscribe and like. We're pushing to 5,000 subscribers, and your support helps get these deep dives out to more Chiefs fans. Share this video with one other fan who needs to see this team looking like a title favorite again.